Yo, we're gonna do another breakdown on PLTR here. I think potentially what we got setting up is a bear flag, right? That's why I've got this kind of the pole. We're making lower highs. We're starting to reject with these upper wicks coming up. We have earnings coming in, so we might have some sort of like bearish reaction into earnings. But overall, the setup, right? We can't really get up over that daily 8 EMA. We're starting to reject it, and when we do get over it, we basically go below it like within the next day. It's potential we could continue further. That's why I have this Fibonacci extension set up to the downside. That's got the first target at 8.76, second target at 7.23, and etc. But on the bull side of this is that we're still in this triangle, right? Technically, it's trying to push us down, but we are holding, right? Creating higher lows. Just because we're creating lower highs doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be bearish, but the bearish setup is there. So I do want to be open-minded to that. I don't want to just rule that out and not be aware of it. So there's obviously two sides to every coin, right? We have this potential bearish flag that could continue us to the downside, but then we also could have this tightening triangle going on here, and it could be trying to push us down, right? Every time we get pushed down, we get a reaction, push down. We're starting to show some wicks here, but those wicks technically could be telling us, right, we're at the very bottom of a range. We're trying to get pushed down here, but it's not getting much follow through. So it could also potentially mean that we might just need a little bit more time, and then we get that breakout, right? Maybe 1-2 more days. Maybe earnings might be a bullish reaction and we get that bounce up out of this little base that we're creating. It's kind of it's interesting in terms of trading it short term. I think there's definitely, you're in a range where it's definitely, you can make some plays here, right? You can definitely go long, you could go short. Right now is not a bad area in terms of making risk for the short term. If this is a name that you think has a lot of potential and you're collecting shares long term, well then no doubt that this is a great spot for you to be like gathering shares. And if it goes lower, you should be happy, right? Even better for you, because right now we're currently sitting around like 70% down. If it goes much further, right, it's going to create more opportunity for that return on investment in the long term, right? So I'm going to pull up a quick little chart here. It is a graph, just a simple graph, because I like to look at these and kind of get an idea of like, oh, what is the market trying to tell me? It's not a guarantee, right? Again, nothing's ever a guarantee, and nothing I say is a guarantee. But like when I pull up like this chart and then I look at this picture, we definitely had some sort of a blow off top here, and we had some sort of, it trapped us around this range, right? This here, right? This return to normal could have been this part right here. And now that we're down here, right, it could be in the despair part. And then this despair part is just getting back to the mean of this, like the price action. So it's potential that we could be, making a base to gather us and turn us back up here. And the first target would be that $18 range, which was our previous support, which could now act as resistance. So that's kind of the breakdown I'm seeing on PLTR here, right? I was a little bit more bullish when it was like around this day, but then after seeing these wicks, it is concerning, right? Because you want to see clean follow through. But then again, this market is a little different than it has been in the past couple of years. That could be a signal that there's really not many more sellers and they can't push us down, right? That's why we're getting the upper wick with some bullish days here. Then again, it is also setting up a bear flag. So that's the technical analysis breakdown on both sides, the bullish and the bearish view. Peace, guys.